morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I'm here at Ciocca Subaru in Ewing, New Jersey to take a look at a 2022 Subaru Outback. This one happens to be the Onyx XT trim. Let's check it out. First of all, this is obviously Onyx black, Subaru badge in the middle, everything blacked out on the front grille, all flat black on the grille functionality up top and down below. With this trim, you get LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED fog lamps. I like the overall style of the front grille. I think it looks good, and I do like this blacked out look. All right, wheel and tire setup on this Outback. We have a 18-inch gloss black wheel, 225/60 18s, all four corners. We have ventilated rotors, standard 4-piston brake calipers, all four corners. Looking at the car as a whole, the Outback has gotten very big over the years. I remember when I had my legacy Outback back in 1996, it was much smaller. Outback, of course, became its own model in the Subaru lineup in 2008. And this is what we have now, and it's gotten really big. The Onyx package I do like. Everything is blacked out except for some trim along the top and bottom of the rear of the side glass. And so as we move in closer, we have the black paint, and then we have flat black around the wheel arches. Let me know if this would look better painted or not. With the Outback, the off-road angle of the Outback, it might be best to go with the flat black. Let me know. We have color matched on the side view mirror, LED turn signals. We're color matched on the front and rear door. We have a fuel filler cap on the right side of the vehicle. Up top, we have a flat black shark fin antenna. We have these flat black roof rails, as well as a standard size sunroof. As we move around the back of the Outback, we have the rear wiper down here on the bottom portion of the rear glass. I would like to see them tuck that up underneath and clean up this whole bottom area. Also protect the wiper from the elements and in car washes, but to do that, they'd probably need to extend this rear spoiler a little bit on the roof, but I'm okay with that. Subaru badge in the middle. Since this is the Onyx edition, we have the Subaru all-wheel drive badge blacked out on the left, the Outback XT blacked out on the right. We have a plastic bumper protector up here to protect the paint from loading and unloading items from the rear cargo area. Flat black here on the bumper, and then some dark gray plastic underneath here, and the exhaust is tucked up underneath. And then we have our rear deflectors, as well as this flat black area in and around it. Doesn't really look like a vent to me, so I'm not going to bother with that. But overall, I think the setup on the Outback from the back looks pretty good. All right, engine time here, and underneath the Outback XT Onyx Edition, we have a 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder boxer engine mated to a CVT transmission, making 260 horsepower, MPGs 23 in the city, 30 on the highway, 26 combined. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, which means you can run this comfortably on regular unleaded gas. All right, we are inside the Outback Onyx XT, which is one of the highest level trims available in the Outback. Before we get started with the interior review, Mike, how much does it cost? Well, the way this car is optioned, with the optional navigation functionality in the infotainment system, which is an additional $1,845, by the way. Let me know if having navigation in the infotainment system where the Subaru is worth $1,845 in the comments below. But overall price, the way this one is optioned, $39,317. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the foot box, we have a plain rubber dead pedal, brake and accelerator, nothing to write home about in the foot box. There are carpeted floor mats for this car, that they're in the back right now. We have a plastic Subaru side sill panel. We have 10-way power assist for the driver and for the front passenger. We have leather seats with this nice yellow cross stitch, which I think looks nice. Two-tone leather, dark gray, light gray, nice headrests, nice bolstering, nicely done. The door panels are looking nice, soft touch material up top. You have that light gray material just underneath that with the, again, yellow cross stitch coming down at an angle along the door panel. I like the design. We have gloss black around the door handle, which is going to cause some fingerprints. We have flat black around the switchgear, and we have a semi-soft armrest. Moving to the dash, we have soft touch material up top, soft touch material here with the light gray stitching, and then down the bottom more gloss black, and then we have the darker black material here with the yellow cross stitch. So we have two different kinds of cross stitch right next to one another. Let me know what you think about that. Seems like it might contrast a little, but let me know your thoughts there. And in the glove box, we have a nice large glove box. All right, the infotainment system is an 11.6-inch vertically mounted Subaru Starlink infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and like I said to you earlier, it does have built-in navigation. It is a touch screen where you can go through your different functions. Here's the map. It looks nice. You can make it larger, you can make it smaller. Nicely done. You have your controls for your dual climate control, which is built in to the multimedia system. You have the button for turning off the stop-start technology. Here is your home button to go back to home. Here is your personalized button to set up your profiles. And again, we have our driver climate, and that can be synced with the passenger, so it is dual climate control. But again, the navigation feature in here is an option, and it's $1,845. And that gets you a couple other little doodads, but most of that is in the navigation. Would you spend that money there, or would you save it and just use the navigation on your phone through Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? Let me know in the comments. As we move down in here, you have an aux jack, two USBs. You have your parking brake, electronic parking brake. Here's your gear shifter to go through this CVT transmission. All gloss black plastic here and on the shifter handle. This is going to cause some serious fingerprints and scratching as it wears. We have our camera view button right here. You push that, and here's your rear view camera. In the back, it doesn't take up very much, which I really don't like, and it's pretty grainy. So I think Subaru needs to do some work on this backup camera. You have your different modes you can drive in as well up top on the infotainment screen called X modes. You can be in normal mode, you can be in deep snow and mud, or snow and dirt. Those are your choices up top. This is the plastic is over your four-way hazard button, which is up here. As we move further down, we have two cup holders. We have our Subaru key fob, standard Subaru key fob, lock button. The Subaru emblem is the unlock button. You have your rear tailgate, panic button, and that's about it. Not bad. And then to the armrest, very soft armrest, which I like. And as we open that up, we have another space here for some flatter items, and then we open that up, and we have a felt-lined area for storage with a 12-volt. Nicely done. We go to the steering wheel. We have a nice leather-wrapped steering wheel, black with that light gray cross stitch, which is a nice touch. The horn button, fairly plain here. I would like to see some action going on around here. Maybe a silver ring or maybe some cross stitch here to dress the horn button up a little bit. We have some silver down the bottom to break up the black, as well as along the sides of the functional buttons. Over here, we have your buttons for your telephone, voice commands. Over here, we have the button for cruise control and to control your lane keep assist and your trust and that kind of safety suite stuff. Stalks, we have our headlights and fog lights here. And on this side, we have the windshield wiper controls for front and rear wiper. And then we do have paddles on the backs of the steering wheels to go through the simulated gears in the CVT. Moving to the dash, no complete digital dash here in the 2022 Outback. We have analog gauges for your speedometer and your tachometer, as well as fuel level and coolant temperature. In the center, a small 4-inch display where you can go through a myriad of information regarding the operation of your car. Overall, not a bad look, but I would like to see Subaru start moving, maybe in 2023, to more digitization in the dashes. On the bottom left of your knee in the footwell area, you have a button to open the rear tailgate, to dim or brighten the dashboard, and then to turn off your rear parking sensor. All right, we are in the back of the Outback, and I have plenty of room back here, rear seat passenger, no problem. This seat is set for my driving position. I'm 5'11". I got plenty of headroom back here, plenty of knee room. The door panel, soft touch material up top, just like the front, with this lighter gray. We do have gloss black around the door handle and flat black around the switchgear. Armrest is nice and soft. Plenty of room. I really like the interior of this car. This XT trim is really a well put together interior by Subaru. They did a good job. All right, rear command center. We have vents back here for heat and air. Thank you very much. We have heated seats for the rear passengers, and we have 2 USBs for connectivity. And these are 2-stage heated seats for the rear passengers on either side, which is a nice touch with the connectivity. Thank you very much, Subaru. And if I forgot to mention, there's also heated seats in the front for the front driver and front passenger. We have nice large pockets in the backs of the front seats for rear seat passenger storage. Nice leather on both sides, which is nice. And then as we bring down our center armrest, 2 cup holders for the back, and very nicely done and soft armrest. Nice job. All right, now to open the rear tailgate, you can do it from the key fob. You can do it from the button on the bottom left side of the dashboard, or you can come up here and push the button underneath the Subaru badge. Nice electric assist on the way up, electric assist on the way down as well. And here is our nice large cargo area in this Outback, which is pretty much a all-wheel drive lifted wagon. We do have our security shade here as well, but a lot of nice room here in the back for a lot of large bags. Here are the carpeted floor mats that are still in the packaging that I mentioned earlier. You have your carpeted floor mats and you have your all-season floor mats. And then underneath this, you have a spare tire and your tools, which is a nice touch. In the back here, in case you're going camping or going to the beach, you need to get the cooker going or blow up some rafts, there's your 12-volt. And then back here are the releases on the right side and on the left side. To take those seats down, all you have to do is pull the lever and the seats will go down on either side. And then you can remove this, and then you can get a ton more space with this out. We're not going to remove this today, but nice job, Subaru, on all this room. You get plenty of room. Very, very practical car for that, for the needs of somebody who wants a comfortable ride and a lot of space. And they're not opposed to driving around in a lifted wagon. driving the Subaru Outback XT Onyx Edition, and haven't driven an Outback in years, and right away, very smooth on the drive, very comfortable. The seats are very comfortable, holding me in place just where I want to be, not too stiff on the bolstering, so that's nice. Everything in front of me is easily accessible as far as the touchscreen infotainment system, easy for me to get to. All the buttons on the steering wheel are easy for me to understand and easy for me to work. We do have the stop-start technology that is on, so I'm going to turn that off because it drives me nuts. And the steering is direct, even though it is fairly numb. The horsepower in this turbocharged Boxer, for the size of the car, I think is plenty. You know, no problems accelerating out of a stop and moving down the road, so no issues there. Right, we have the sunroof, so if you like sunroofs, that is a nice touch, especially on a nice day. We do have the Subaru EyeSight technology, which is up in front of the rear view mirror with the cameras that shoot out and give you all of that great Subaru award-winning technology safety suite. What I liked about the EyeSight over the other ones is that the EyeSight sensors and cameras are inside the car. So if you're going somewhere, and let's say it's in the winter, it's snowing, it's icy, and a bunch of road grime and snow gets caught on the front grille of your car, if you have that technology mounted inside the front grille, which is where most manufacturers put it, it gets crudded up with junk and then stops working. And I had that happen to me over the winter in my Telluride, where the radar dynamic cruise control stopped working, the lane keep assist stopped working because it was full of snow and road grime, and it got clogged up. With the EyeSight being inside the car, you don't have that issue even when you're in inclement weather. And Subaru prides themselves on selling cars that are going to do very well in inclement weather. Sight lines around the car are perfect, right? No issues out the front windshield. Side glass, nice and large. Big rear view mirror, as well as the rear glass has plenty of room to look out the back, right? No blind spots that I can see at all. We have the blind spot technology in this car, as well as the active collision braking, rear cross traffic alert, also lane keep assist, highway sign recognition, all of that stuff that makes this car a Insurance Institute for Highway Safety Best Pick Plus for 2022. So if safety is important and that rating is important to you, this is one of these cars that you probably should cross shop and put on your list for a test drive. The one thing that I don't like so much is the way Subaru compartmentalizes a lot of their options. This is a very high level trim, and you have to pay $1,845 to get navigation in the infotainment system extra. For this kind of trim, I believe that option should be in the car already. You also don't have a wireless charging pad here. And again, at almost $40,000, you know, we should see a wireless charging pad, and in my view, we should see ventilated seats as well. You know, we have the heated seats front and back, but we should at least have ventilated seats in the front and a wireless charging pad in this car at a $40,000, essentially a $40,000 price tag. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and let me know what you think overall about the Subaru Outback as a car. It's been one of Subaru's hottest sellers since it gained its own model. back in the late 2000s, and they continue to sell strong today. This is actually the only Outback that Ciocca Kia in Ewing has on their lot right now. They are very, very popular. And you know, let me know if you're an Outback owner. How do you like it? How's it been over the years? Let me know how long you've had it, how many miles you've put on it, and whatnot. If you're shopping for a car like this, let me know what you're shopping an Outback against. You know, are you looking at a smaller SUV, maybe a compact SUV or a mid-size SUV, or, you know, or something else against the Outback? The Outback is uniquely set in the market because it's essentially a lifted wagon. It gives you the ride of a car and the space of a station wagon with some pretty cool looking design. You know, Subaru is not known for their gorgeous car design, but it's a pretty handsome looking car overall in the Subaru lineup, and I really enjoy driving it. It drove exactly how I expected it to drive, especially with those 60 sidewalls on these all-season tires, which is going to soak up the bumps and really give you a nice smooth ride. The suspension is well damped. There really aren't any issues there. I have nothing on except the air conditioning. There are no rattles. There are no shakes or shimmies in this car at all. It's very well put together. And I'm quite impressed overall with this 2022 Outback. Going to be interesting to see what Subaru does with 2023. As I said earlier in the video, I'd like to see them digitize the dash more, because most of your automakers are switching over to digital dashes. I think 2023 for Subaru would be that time to do that. I don't know what their plans are going to be, but we'll see. Again, the one complaint I have, as I have in all Subaru cars, is that they continue to put CVT transmissions in all their cars, except for the WRX, which also comes with a manual. And I really think that a torque converted automatic, especially in your higher trim levels and your more expensive cars, is going to give you better performance. It's going to give you a quieter ride, and it's going to give you essentially the same gas mileage. I think they need to consider that, especially when you're in the $40,000 range for buying a car and it's still running a CVT, which is common to see in your entry level, less expensive cars. So let me know what you think about that in the comments below. I want to thank all of you for watching today. I hope you all have a great weekend. And I also want to thank everyone, especially Frankie the Car Ninja and Ciocca Subaru in Ewing, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this car. I want to thank all of you again for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And please consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.